Myself, Hena Shah, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. I would like to offer my warmest greetings to you all on the beginning of new academic session of engineering. I will be teaching you the key technical skill of engineering, Mathematics 1. As you have taken admission in engineering, you might be curious about why we are studying mathematics in engineering. So now let us take a tour of why, when and where mathematics is applied in engineering. In accordance to that, let me now enhance your knowledge by giving you a brief idea about the syllabus of Mathematics 1 along with its few applications. In all, there are total 6 units. Firstly, let's have a glance at the contents of Unit 1, Matrices. Firstly, what is a matrix? A matrix is a rectangular array of numbers, symbols or expressions arranged in rows and columns. You can now have a look at the subtopics listed here. The most amazing application of matrices is we can solve the system of linear equations by Gauss elimination and Gauss-Jordan method. Both the methods include simple elementary row operations. Now, let us have a look at the other application of matrices. The first one is image processing. The technique used in image processing is the images are represented as matrix with rows and columns, where every element of the image is called pixel and the size of the image is equal to number of rows into number of columns into number of values each pixel can have. Here you can see 3 types of image processing. First is image restoring, the second is image blurring, and next is increasing brightness of an image. The next application is cryptography. You can see the basic principle of cryptography is to encode or decode the secret code using matrices. Let's have a glance at the topics of Unit 2, that is partial derivatives. You have already studied limit, continuity and differentiation of single variable function. In this topic, we are going to study limit, continuity and differentiation of several variable functions. You can have a look at the subtopics listed here like chain rule, maxima minima, tangent plane and normal line and many more. Now, let's see the graph of multivariable function. Here you can see the graph of multivariable function. Partial derivatives are also used to find maxima and minima of a function. Here you can see maxima and minima of a graph shown here. It is also used to find a tangent plane. The rectangular plane shown in this video is known as a tangent plane. Now let's see the contents of Unit 3, sequence and series. You have already studied finite sequence and series, and now we will expand into infinite sequence and series, and we will learn to find limit and sum of infinite sequence and series respectively. You can now have a look at the subtopics listed here like convergence and divergence of sequence and series. For checking the convergence of a sequence, we will find limit, and for discussing the convergence of a series, we will use various types of tests, namely ratio test, root test, limit comparison test and many more respectively. We will also study infinite series in powers of x minus a called power series. Suppose if the function is differentiable, then we will study special type of power series, namely Taylor and Maclaurin series, which is used to approximate value of a given function at a point. For an instant, we all know that the value of tan 45 is equal to 1. But if you are asked to find the value of tan 44, then you cannot give answer directly and there arises a need of a scientific calculator. So some of the basic programming of the calculator is based on Taylor series. Now let us see how a sequence is formed. In this video you can see that where a ball is dropped from a certain height on a flat surface, it hits the surface after falling a certain distance and rebounds back, making a sequence of distance it covers. Next, we will have a look at the graph of Taylor series. This video displays the formation of the functions e raised to x and sin x using Taylor series. Now, let's have a look at the contents of Unit 4, that is Fourier series. Fourier series decomposes a periodic function into an infinite sum of sines and cosine. Fourier series is also used for generation of various standard signals. You can now have a look at the subtopics listed here. In all the topics listed, we will learn to find Fourier series of periodic functions. Now let us take a glimpse of the applications of Fourier series. The first application is the formation of sawtooth wave. These waves are used to create audio signals. Fourier series is also used in the formation of square wave. The video presented shows that on adding infinite sine components, the resultant signal formed is called square signal. These waves are used in digital electronics. Now let us look at the contents of Unit 5, indeterminate forms and application of integrals. You can now have a look at the subtopics listed here like indeterminate forms, improper integrals, beta gamma functions and application of integrals. The forms such as 0 by 0, infinity by infinity, infinity minus infinity, 0 into infinity, 0 raised to 0, infinity raised to 0, 1 raised to infinity are called indeterminate forms. L'Hospital rule is used to evaluate indeterminate forms. Now let us look at its applications. It is used to find volume using Washer method. The video represented here shows volume using Washer method. Also it is used to find volume by slicing method. This video represents volume by slicing method. Also it is used to find volume by shell method. This video represents volume by shell method. Now the last topic of Mathematics 1, Unit 6, multiple integrals. You are all familiar with single variable definite integral. In this topic, we are going to study double integration and triple integration over a region R. You can now have a look at the subtopics listed here like finding the area using double integration and many more. Now we will go to its applications. So the first application is to find area over a region R. And the next application of multiple integral is to find the volume over a region R. Finally, let's have a look at the syllabus weightage of Mathematics 1 which is displayed here and it is bifurcated unit wise. I hope you enjoyed exploring the poetry of logical ideas of mathematics with me. Thank you for watching.